Hey, I'm Will Choi, and today's guest is stand-up comedian Robin Tran.
Hello. I'm feeling embarrassed by that thumbs up I just gave. But
Just
hello.
do this.
Yeah.
Hey.
Hey.
It's gonna be a great episode.
It is.
Yeah. Pretty good. So you're solid, so.
Solid. I am solid.
Yeah, man.
That's right.
When did you start doing stand-up comedy?
There was a talent show at my high school in 2004. The first audition I had was in front of 7 students, and I bombed so bad that I apologized after every joke I told, and then I started crying. A few days later, my friend comes up to me and goes, "Hey, we know that you bombed the audition, but we don't have enough acts for the talent show. So we just signed you up. So you're gonna do this in like 3 days."
Yeah.
But I regained more confidence and I won the talent show.
Oh my gosh.
As a, like my second show ever.
Yeah.
And then I got really scared and I didn't do comedy again until April 13th of 2012.
So that was
8 years.
8 years.
8 years I didn't do comedy.
In between that 8 years, what were you doing in between that time?
You know what? That 8 years to me is kind of a blur. It was mostly my friends coming over and playing video games until like 2 or 3 in the morning. None of us had any ambitions in the world. And I knew like one day I have to wake up and figure out, do something. I gotta do something with my life. And then I finally did get an office job in 2010 and it just drained my soul.
Sure.
It just killed me.
Totally.
But yeah, I'm just gonna try comedy. Well, what else do I have to lose? It was that kind of feeling, like I had nothing in my life.
So comedy saved you in a sense.
It saved my life, yeah.
Saved your life.
It did.
What made it seem that comedy was the answer to that?
Honestly, it was that I was really good at it right away. And it was like, I'm finally good at something that I love.
Yeah.
I remember when the feeling of having a microphone and then having people like, they have to listen to what I have to say was really empowering, the power of the microphone.
Right.
And then like the fact that I would say something and people would laugh, it was just validation that I needed. So it was everything that I loved, in one place.
Yeah. What did you find funny growing up?
I used to find like shock jock radio humor funny, like just mean-spirited.
Yeah.
I was a really angry person, so I liked really angry comedy.
Right.
I guess as I got less angry over time, my comedy became more empathetic. I still like edgy comedy, but I don't like cruelty for the sake of cruelty anymore.
So what is it now that kind of drives your comedy?
I think of a premise, and then I think, how do I make myself laugh at this? And then I talk out loud to myself until I say something that surprises me, and then I make myself laugh. And that's how I write a joke.
Interesting.
Because I pretend that I'm an audience member watching me.
Yeah. As a trans comedian, were you transitioning while you were doing stand-up?
Yeah.
You were?
Yeah.
Okay.
3 years as Robert, 3.5 as Robin.
Got it.
When I was Robert, I would just make fun of how it looks unlikely that I would be doing comedy as like just this short little Asian guy. And then when I came out, I just transitioned, the jokes.
Yeah.
To just like, isn't it funny that I'm a trans woman, Asian doing comedy? It's just kind of like the same thing, but the jokes are different.
Right.
A lot of it is still the same self-deprecation and autobiographical kind of comedy I've always done, but just the subject matter is a little different now. When I came out, I brought in my horizons.
Right, of course.
And I looked at the world more fully, and so I can make fun of more things just other than just my own experience.
Well, and it's unique to you because there are not a lot of Asian American trans comedians out there.
I'm the best Vietnamese transgender lesbian comedian in the country that I've won by default.
Stand-up just seems very terrifying because it seems like a very lonely process or a lonely journey. Is that true for you?
Yes.
It is.
I think stand-up is so lonely. And I remember thinking it's the car rides to the venue and then the car ride back. When I first did the improv, it was my first improv set and I killed, And I remember driving back home and I felt this sadness. This is my dream come true, but I have no one to share it with. I did it by myself on stage, and now where is everybody? I don't know how people do it. I don't know how people go on the road. I've always been really envious of those people because I feel like they have more self-esteem or something that I don't have.
Yeah.
It's gotten less lonely over time.
Yeah.
You get really lonely and then you think to yourself like, well, what does feeling lonely do? Does it really help? And you just try to find like enjoyment in music or podcasts or something. You need to do something because like you can't avoid having to drive somewhere.
Yeah.
You can't avoid having to go to a venue. You can't avoid having to wait.
Yeah.
So you just have to learn how to cope with it better. There's no cure for it, but you can cope with it.
Yeah. Do you have anything that you would wanna address?
All things can't be everything to everyone. So it's like, as an Asian American trans comic, what do you think about? It's like, well, I'm only representing myself.
Yeah.
Like, you can take it like as a lens for the bigger picture in society if you want to analyze it that way. But I'm only speaking for me.
Yeah.
It may be similar to other trans people. It may be similar to other Asian Americans, but it's not the same.
Yes.
We didn't live the same life.
Right.
I'm trying not to be wrong with everything I say. I try not to be incendiary on purpose, but I don't try to be right about everything.
Yeah.
When you're not trying to be right about everything, so someone's going to go, hey, you were wrong about this.
Yeah.
You know, that's just what it is, and I'm going to keep doing what I do anyway. So just try to speak your truth without being mean.
Yeah.
I think that would be my advice.
Hey, NBC News fans, thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking on that button down here and click on any of the videos over here to watch the latest interviews, show highlights, and digital exclusives. Thanks for watching.